larger than any ship ever built, armed with guns that could level cities. Yet in 1945, Yamato sailed to her doom, a symbol of Japan's fading empire. It's the dying days of World War II. Japan is cornered, her islands under siege. The once mighty Imperial Navy lies in ruins, shattered by American carriers and submarines. But in the naval base at Kure, a behemoth stirs. Yamato, the largest battleship ever built, her 18-inch guns capable of hurling shells over 25 miles. She was Japan's pride, a floating fortress designed to rule the seas. Yet now, she's being sent on a mission no sane commander would order. A one-way trip to Okinawa to beach herself and fight like a land battery against the invading Allies. This is Operation Tengo, the final gasp of Japan's naval. The year is 1945. Okinawa, a strategic island chain, has fallen to U.S. forces in a bloody battle that's claiming thousands of lives. Japan, desperate to buy time for her homeland defenses, launches Operation Tengo as part of the larger Kikusui air assaults. Vice Admiral Seiichi Ito takes command aboard Yamato with a ragtag escort. The light cruiser Yahagi and 8 destroyers. No air cover, no fuel for a return trip. Just 4,000 tons of ammunition and orders to disrupt the American fleet at all costs. The crew, over 2,700 elite sailors, knows the truth. Whispers spread on deck. This is it. We're going to die gloriously. As Yamato slips out of Kure Harbor on April 6th under cover of night, the sea churns like a grave waiting to. Dawn breaks on April 7th. Yamato plows through heavy swells, her sisters in formation. But American intelligence has cracked Japanese codes. They know she's coming. From Task Force 58, 11 aircraft carriers unleash hell. Over 380 planes, Hellcats, Avengers, and Corsairs swarm like angry hornets. The first wave hits at 10:20 a.m. Bombs scream down, straddling Yamato's deck. Explosions rock the ship, but she fights back. Her anti-aircraft guns blaze, downing a dozen attackers. Yet the torpedoes come next. An Avenger drops one that slams into her side, flooding compartments. Alarms wail. Crewmen scramble to seal bulkheads, water rising like a tidal wave of doom. "Steady!" shouts a gunner. As another torpedo rips through, Yamato lists to port, her mighty hull groaning in. Let's zoom in on the human story. Ensign Hiroshi Oshima, a young officer, clutches the rail as the third wave pounds them. He's one of thousands who volunteered for this folly, believing in Bushido, the warrior code. But reality bites. Yamato takes hit after hit. A bomb shreds her flight deck, killing dozens in the engine room. Fires rage below decks, smoke choking the air. Ito from the bridge watches helplessly as Yahagi explodes in a fireball, taking 300 souls with her. Destroyers dart like minnows, but they're picked off one by one. By noon, Yamato has absorbed 7 bombs and 10 torpedoes. Her rudders jammed. She circles like a wounded beast. Crew fights on, pumping water, fighting flames, but the end is near. Desperation turns to quiet resolve. For the Emperor, they murmur as the ship heels over. The attacks peak. Waves 4 through 7 hammer relentlessly. Another torpedo trio strikes starboard. Yamato's list reaches 15 degrees. Magazines threaten to blow. At 2:20 p.m., the fatal blow, 11 torpedoes total, plus bombs that punch through her armor. The super battleship, once invincible, shudders violently. Ito gives the order, "Abandon ship," but many stay at posts, going down with her. At 2:23 p.m., Yamato capsizes in a massive plume of smoke and debris, her guns firing one last defiant salute skyward. The explosion echoes across the ocean, a thunderous roar that claims 2,498 lives. Only 280 survivors bob in the shark-infested waters, rescued hours later by American planes in a rare act of mercy. In the aftermath, Operation Tengo is a hollow victory for Japan. Yamato never reached Okinawa. Her sacrifice delays nothing. It symbolizes the end of the battleship era, outclassed by air power in a war of carriers and kamikazes. Admiral Ito's body was never found, lost with his ship. Survivors like Oshima carried the trauma home, their stories suppressed in post-war Japan. Why send her at all? Desperation. With fuel scarce and morale crumbling, it was a propaganda ploy to inspire the nation. But it only highlighted Japan's fall, from Pearl Harbor's aggressor to this futile blaze of glory. Yet amid the tragedy, there's a haunting beauty. Yamato's crew embodied sacrifice, dying not for victory, but for honor. Today, her rusting hull lies 9,000 feet deep, a war grave explored by divers who marvel at her scale. She reminds us, in war's madness, even giants can fall. Please subscribe for more interesting videos.